Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 139 of the Red Force podcast. My name is Eric Tolato. Joining me today, Christian Tolato.
139, is that correct?
Yep,
I don't know about that.
it's correct.
Okay.
And Christian, special guest, how can we forget? The winner of the 2019 Guest of the Year
King
makes his triumphant return, King Recon.
Will he take the prize in 2020?
Probably.
Who knows? Maybe this episode will push him over the line.
Yo, I'm so stoked. I don't know if my picture can be seen, but I'm rocking the Sanji with the burgundy and black, man. I'm ready to talk about my boys. So,
Okay.
Thanks for having me on, man.
How you been, man? How's the One Piece journey been treating you? It's been a little bit.
Dude, yeah. I mean, it's been really exciting. Onigashima has been breaking my ankles left and right. Just all the possible character interactions and moments, and the way that Oda's been delivering all these dope spreads. It's been such a fun last 12 chapters ever since we started this arc, and I can't wait. And the crazy thing is that it just keeps getting better and better, and I can only assume that we have yet to see even the closest to the best. So it's going in, man.
Great.
It's going in.
It's ramping up.
I mean, Otis had a pretty great stretch ever since we landed on Onigashima. I think I might say a couple missteps, especially with the scabbard stuff. But it's been pretty great, nonetheless. Pretty great stuff going into Wano. Let's hope it continues.
These breaks are killing me, man.
These breaks are brutal.
Yeah.
Breaking.
They're very reminiscent to the Marineford breaks, crazy chapter and then break, and then two more crazy chapters and break. That's what it looks like again.
Yep. But we do what we can. We're here. Last week was the legendary Dressrosa recap.
It was.
Now, King Recon, can you guess how long it took for us to recap the entire arc of Dressrosa?
I'm gonna go ahead and take it. Did it take y'all 4 hours?
It did.
The episode was 4 hours. 4 hours and some 20 minutes.
4 hours of fast reading.
Mm-hmm.
Fast reading.
Wow.
Right? It took me...
How did y'all feel about it? Revisiting it and looking back at the arc.
You really feel the potential of the arc, but at the end of the day, let down by the birdcage.
Yeah, we feel like it could have reached masterpiece status if we move a few things, get rid of that birdcage.
Tighten it up.
First time Luffy and Law get up to Mingo, you start the fight, you move things around. Potential masterpiece in the making. Because Doflamingo.
Doflamingo, great villain.
Amazing villain.
Best villain.
Yeah.
He's intimidating the entire time, right?
Yeah.
And that's
with a great look.
Yeah.
He's
always winning.
The dialogue. He's always winning.
Even when he's losing, he's winning.
He's
right?
moving chess. He's moving chess pieces around the entire arc as well.
Exactly. He's a great
There's
villain.
no fooling him.
But
he's currently chained up and he's still winning, dude. That's how you know.
Yeah.
That's how you know.
So, Dressrosa, good arc, could have been a masterpiece. Kind of sad there. A sad kind of retrospective on that arc. But it did 40 pages of notes equals 4 hours. So there you go.
Oh wow.
So
yeah.
I did the research. I made the notes and we did it.
Episode's doing well. I think people wanted it.
People wanted it. They begged me for it. Alright, they begged me for it, and I gave it to them.
I think Zoe will be a little bit shorter.
Oh, Zoe walk in the park compared to Dressrosa, no doubt.
Yeah.
Alright. Now, Eric is in the break period between jobs. Does that mean Cancel Launch Chapter 2 is coming?
Cancel Launch Chapter 2 will come.
Alright.
I told you, it'll be there for the 3rd anniversary of the show.
We're getting close. It's not that far away. It's 11 episodes away.
Yeah. We got 15 episodes.
Okay.
15 weeks left.
Yep.
But it'll come.
It will come. And Cancel Launch Chapter 2,
which
everyone's
angle
waiting
will
for
it take? Which direction will it go?
Yeah.
There's
You
many
promised the
questions.
people this chapter for literally months at this point. And yeah. There you go.
Okay.
Anime? The One Piece anime? How's it going?
It's alright.
I mean, what's been going on?
I'd like them to keep consistent with the Rio.
It's gold one week, it's red the other week.
Pick a color. Just
That's
pick
true.
a color.
Yeah.
Someone pick a color.
Someone just make a decision. Yeah.
I really like some of the additional filler sequences. Like a couple of weeks ago, there was this awesome little sequence where it showed the people that the dudes that Komurasaki swindled earlier on the arc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It gave them a little bit more. It's fair for you to hate on them and whatnot, and it shows that Hiyori was. She was in the right for doing what she did, and like it really gives you a different insight into those characters. So like those type of sequences, whenever they add more into the Tonoyasu stuff, like I love whenever they bridge the gap between those storylines, and I think that's my favorite part of watching the anime in these last couple of weeks. That, and I just love the Conqueror's hockey sound effect. So the fact that they've been using it so much has been great.
Now we are getting close to Toriyasu's death. Will we get a early montage of Odin?
Yes.
The preview,
I think so.
The preview shows a little bit of Odin.
Yeah.
I think they're just giving up and they're just gonna show what he looks like because he's
in the opening.
so
He's already in the opening.
Yeah.
you might as well.
Yeah. Okay, so a little bit of
That
Odin.
Roger Whitebeard clash is getting closer. Probably middle of next year, but
before that, we get the Zoro Sanji team up.
Oh, I
That's
can't
gonna
wait
be
for that episode.
that's gonna be extended. It's gonna be back
You
to
already
back
know.
Sanji Zoro action.
Zoro versus
100%.
Kirishiro.
Sure.
Yep.
Sanji
That's going to be
versus
extended too.
Drake.
Drake. Will
And
they extend it? What are they gonna
then you
do?
got Big Mom Kaido fighting each other.
we got Big Mom
Big Mom Queen.
coming up very soon. All right, the throttling. All right, of Queen.
Big Mom in this chapter, Christian. Maybe we might bring up some spheres.
Oh, please don't do
but we'll
it to
get
me.
there in the chapter.
All right, we'll get there. Moving on. Moving into the chapter. Here we go. Chapter 988. Sorry for the wait. Alright. This chapter, great action chapter. Not really a lot of story going on here.
Sure.
Well, just action, clashes, a few interesting choices by Oda, but we'll get to it, right? First thing we see on the cover page, Pound.
Still going.
We're still going with
Still
Pound.
going. Yeah.
He's chasing after Capone's ship.
This has to be some kind of record by now. This Pound.
No, they're long. The cover pages are always long, and there's only like one part of the cover story that's interesting.
Where's this going?
Pound gets on the boat, and then
Is Capone coming
believe
to
him.
Wano? Like, where's this going?
I don't know about
If
that.
it's
Like,
not-
what's
if it's going
happening?
into that, then it has to be something post.
Yeah,
post Wano. or
post
something, yeah.
Wano, yeah. Because Jinbei bought the poneglyph to Big Mom, which was not really like a thing. It's just like, all right, Jinbei's here.
I mean,
because
we
he's
haven't
dropping
got
off the
that.
poneglyph, but
Yeah, but we have that poneglyph. We don't have the reveal yet on that.
yeah,
Brooke still got it.
Yeah.
So yeah, Pound. I hope he drowns in the ocean so that he's dead now, and we fix the problem.
all right.
Hey, let Pound live, man.
He is getting shot by Navy
What
soldiers.
the tragic story becomes more tragic because he met his daughters and they didn't believe him, and then he dies anyway. Right?
By drowning.
Even a more tragic story.
Maybe.
Right? So maybe
Will we see the
Oda can right the wrong. All right? Maybe
will
Oda
we
can
see
right
the
wrong.
Vito wedding or the Guardi wedding?
The
Christian?
Guardian wedding with Lola.
Yeah.
I guess it ends with that. I guess.
And Pound's there in the
I
wedding
guess.
ceremony, perhaps. To see the wedding this time.
Yeah. I would like to see that.
Now that's some 10 cover stories away, Christian.
And then a big
Maybe
mom
20.
and then a big mom assassin comes in and takes him out.
Mate. I think Big Mom's a little bit busy.
There's plenty of people in the crew. All right, now let's actually get into the chapter.
Alright.
Couple pages aside. Kodo is aware of the Sulong Moon Lion form. All right, every time with the official, they always have to say both. You can't get away with just Sulong.
Yeah.
All right. He's aware of Sulong. He's not really that bothered by it. He's like, yes, fight me, basically. All right. Jack and his goons appear on the top of the skull dome. All right, they're here.
There is an entrance, there are staircases,
Yes.
people can turn up here. You don't have to fly
Yes.
You don't
or
have to
jump.
bust through the skull.
Important detail.
It's a
Later.
massive door, dude.
Huge.
Door's huge.
Kodo's big man.
I'm assuming it's one of the horns.
Sure,
Also-
however this works.
I'm
you know?
interested in the architecture always, Christian.
Sure. All right.
Yeah.
Jack will never let Kaido be attacked like that again. It's their fault. Oh, We agree. Come
Okay.
on. The Commanders kind of put in a weak effort against that
They don't
scabbard
have
attack.
future sight.
I mean,
They don't have.
King's,
They're not the
come
goat.
on,
alright?
King.
They're not the goat.
You're getting your sword disarmed. I know you got caught off guard, but you put in
How
a
can you
weak
forget
effort.
the legendary Uzo? All right, in Marineford.
The two-paddle Ezo
Yeah.
from Marineford. All right,
Yeah.
can't forget two-paddle Ezo. All right. So, at least King gets something to do this chapter. At least, At least there's something to do. All right. The Bigs decide to go Sulong, and that Inu and Neko should save it for Kaido. That cliffhanger, the last chapter,
Baited.
was a bait.
Oda baited
Right?
us hard.
He's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's time for Neko to go Sulong. Oh, nah. All right.
We to be fair, we did feel on this show it was a little too early for Neko and E to go Sulong form.
But he was silhouetted, and it looked like he was transforming.
I know, but we did feel like it was too early.
I guess, but
Yeah.
Oda definitely did bait us.
Now,
With that
Jack
one.
does say that it doesn't last that long.
Okay, I mean, you would assume that the Musketeers and the Guardians are better at Sulong than Carrot.
Sure,
You would
but
assume
you know
that.
this fight's gonna go until the
hours.
dawn, Christian.
Sure.
So some
For
12,
sure, yeah.
some 12 hours. Who knows?
Sure.
And I'd much rather see like the less stronger individuals of the group do their Sulong transformation, so we can see the extent of it, and then we get to see like the top tiers use it and whatnot before then.
All right. So the Musketeers use their Sulong form, and the Guardians use it. Cool designs. Don't really get a good look at them. Kind of a
BB,
small panel.
Rhodey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
etc.
and then the Musketeers.
Yes.
So it's not really. Would have preferred like a big double page for that, but it's it's a small panel. They're really going to see the full form. It's kind of, they look good, but would like to see them clearer.
You will see Neko and Inu. Don't worry. Double page.
All right,
spreads.
double page spread. We're better
Oh,
get
yeah.
it for that. All right, at least.
No question. I really like the scene just based on I can only imagine after Zoe and seeing what Neko and Inu had to go through, especially Neko. Like,
Yeah.
they must have felt so bad for so long. Like, man, we could have done more to help. So the fact that they told him to stand back and then we'll take care of it, I thought that was a cool moment for Shishilian
Yeah.
and them.
So, basically the samurai talk shit to Jack, being like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna get you this time." Raizo was the one. We'll keep you safe, and he actually was there. Do you think Raizo is gonna fight Jack a little bit or get the final hit?
I don't know what's really going on with
Yeah.
these commanders at the moment, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's just
I don't think he'll get the final hit, but I think he'll definitely be part of the battle for sure.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I want the Straw Hats to get... It's like an RPG, Christian. I want the Straw Hats to get that XP
Yeah, because they're the ones
on
leaving
Jack
the
or
arc.
King or Queen.
Yeah.
That's
I'm not,
right.
I'm not saying solo battles here.
We
Maybe
need
team-ups, but
Sure.
XP share, Christian.
Yeah.
Get
Yes.
that... Level them up.
That's right.
Very
There's
true.
no point leveling up Marco. Because he's not going to come with us.
Yeah.
So, we kind of want the Straw Hats.
Marco's like that OP party member that you get for like one chapter, then he leaves.
Yeah.
And you gave him,
That's a good point.
you gave him all the XP because you thought he would stay, and he
Yeah.
just wasted
He
it.
gave him all the good loot as
Yeah.
well. He leaves like shit.
Yeah. So there you go. Right. In the Skull Dome, what do we got? We got King notices Shinobu messing with the chains around Momonosuke. He grabs her and just throws her into the building.
Into the wall.
Into the wall. Brutal. Shinobu not knocked out by that. Still up. Good to see it from Shinobu.
She tanked it. Yeah.
She did tag that absolute toss.
Not sure what she thought she was going to do. I'm not... What, not get noticed?
Stealth, she's ninja,
Sure,
I guess.
okay.
Yeah, she just hoped, I guess, that they would be
Yeah.
too distracted not to notice her.
A mysterious thing is happening to Momonosuke. The chains suddenly break. Alright? And he starts to fly around.
Yeah.
He starts to float. What's going on here? King doesn't know. So he goes to attack, but it is Sanji who blocks this attack, or this kick. And then we have the Sanji, versus King, quote unquote, in this chapter.
Match up. Showing its face.
So
Is
good.
this Sanji's matchup? And do we want to see it? That's the
I would
question.
definitely love to see it. Now, whether it's the matchup or not remains to be the case. I wouldn't mind a tag team match. Like if the building that they went into is the building that Zoro's in or whatever, like that would be awesome to lead some tag team into some tag team action. But even if we just see them clashing from here for a little bit, just based on their interactions that I saw so far, I wouldn't mind seeing a little bit more of it, man. That was a lot of fun.
Now, Sanji versus blocks kick, gets choked out,
Throws Momonosuke.
throws Momonosuke to Shinobu.
Yes.
The thumbs up from Sanji. Now, we did question what, because we were like, where's Sanji? What's he doing? Really the only candidate to save Momonosuke, theoretically. But we're
For
like,
sure.
Sanji doesn't care about Momonosuke, or children, in fact. We
That's
saw that
true.
in Punk Hazard.
He was very
But
he's very jealous of Momonosuke most of the time.
He was swayed by the speech,
The
as
cool
it were, from
speech.
Momonosuke Kusha.
Because it reminded him of his own journeys from Whole Cake, and like the fact that Momonosuke accepted his own lineage and his own family. Like,
That's right.
yeah, it kind of reminded him of Sanji, and I was like, okay, so whenever he gave up that line and that thumbs up, everything made sense after that. It was a great moment.
If only Sanji would move past his own family issues and declare himself Vince Smoke Sanji and let it go.
I think he probably will soon enough. I mean, he's already putting on the raid suit like multiple times without care, so he's like, yeah, it's kind of melting into him at this point.
Do we think if Zeph had a last name, he would be like, no, I'm Zeph Sanji or whatever?
Yeah,
Would
something
that
like
be
that.
like a
More
thing?
than likely.
Yeah.
Yeah. More than likely.
So yeah, keen-eyed readers will notice
Yes.
that Sanji is slammed into the building that Zoro cut, so he's close to Zoro. Right?
Potentially. We don't know where anyone is, really.
Sure,
That's
Zoro
true,
could have
yeah.
moved. Zoro could still be.
But a clear
Messing
choice
around.
by Oda of choosing that building.
That's right.
Reminding you that
Yes,
Zoro did
very
cut
clear.
that building.
Now,
So,
what I want to see is Zoro and Sanji versus King, because power level wise,
okay.
let's get serious here. Sanji not at that first commander level. All right, it's not happening. All right.
Hey, we don't know the furthest extent of Stealth Black, man. I can't count it out, coach.
King Raycon, I can't justify it. All right. Sanji destroyed by Doflamingo. All right. Can't forget it. Same thing happened with Doflamingo. Don't forget in Dressrosa. Sanji came in with the cool clash. Next chapter, absolutely demolished. All right. Let's not forget that.
Now, we want
Hey,
to...
man, it's been a while since then, coach.
That's been that long.
It has. And he's got the sales through, but we talk about this a lot, alright? Progression, story-wise, doesn't really, make sense if you're going to have Sanji first commander level going into the Blackbeard fight,
Sure, yeah.
because where's the room to grow?
If Sanji beats the first
Exactly.
commander here, we expect him to be fighting an admiral next arc. So it's like
Wait, hey, I would take it. Him versus Kizaru next arc, man.
Five,
Let's go.
5 years left, Christian. 5 years
apparently
left.
5 years left. So there you
Who
Yeah.
go.
knows? It's possible.
That is true. Anything's possible at this point.
The Sanji fans go wild on Twitter, of course.
Going crazy,
Oh.
all right?
I love this chapter, man.
Go crazy
This
for
is
Sanji.
great.
But you gotta relax, all right? Even with the raid suit, I don't think it's comparable. Because people say the raid suit is like a massive buff, but Luffy has gear 4 and he still struggles against first commanders. Still struggles with commanders.
The raid suit still is a massive question mark on what
Yeah.
he does for Sanji.
For sure.
Just a little odd thing that I noticed, Christian.
Yes.
Oda chose to remove Sanji's sunglasses because I feel like he had trouble showing some emotion
That's right.
with Sanji this week.
Very good point.
Covering eyes, covering mouth, very difficult
you-
to show any kind of emotion.
Yeah.
So I think that's
That's
why
a
he
very
removed the
good point.
sunglasses.
Gonna get rid of the sunglasses. Gonna show something, all right, from Sanji.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the power scaling aside, we like to see Sanji do stuff.
Nothing crazy here. Nothing out of the box here. All makes sense.
Yeah,
No problems.
sure.
This
We'll
week.
keep an eye. We'll keep an eye on it. Yeah. All right. We'll keep it a keen eye on this
Yeah.
breaking story. all right?
Momonosuke is safe now. Seemingly one of the last plot points out of the way.
Well,
Yes.
speaking of that, Luffy entrusts Yamato to look over Momonosuke, and he agrees.
Yes.
So Momonosuke is gonna get looked after by
A
Yamato.
little bit unsure. Then it's like, yeah, but he's my son. Little
Yeah.
bit strange.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Is-
weirdness.
Does Oda think this is a funny bit, or is this like a thing for Yamato?
I think it's gonna be both. I think it's gonna start off as a funny bit, and it's gonna turn into a really nice conversation between the two.
Or when Yamato joins the crew, will that be his gag?
We're dropping this because at the end of the day, Yamato has to be their own person. Right? She's not gonna be Odin forever.
Okay.
Because that's
I,
not the
I,
themes
I
of
agree
One
with that
Piece.
sentiment.
She's gonna grow into her own person, drop the Odin thing,
Yeah.
and come into her own.
Talked about
Right?
this.
I definitely do believe that's where it's going. 100%.
Monkey D will show the importance of individuality and will, Crucial.
That's right.
Precisely, and self freedom, and hopefully from Momonosuke as well. So Momonosuke has gained that from Luffy in the past couple of arcs as well.
Recon, how do you feel about Yamato joining the crew? Are you on the train?
Yeah, I mean, I would love for it to happen. I'm kind of like more on the fence than I was when Yamato was first shown, but if it does happen, I'm 100% all for it. But if Yamato still has something to do, like let's just say Yamato goes around the world on her own separate journey to really find her own sense of self and whatnot, I'd be cool with that too. But if she decides to do that on the crew, then I'd be like, all right, then that would be awesome. But if she joins the crew, dude, I'd be all for that, like 110%. So we'll see what happens.
Right. Yeah, Yamato, join the crew. We like to see it. All right, we want to see it.
100%.
All right, because it'd be very good for the crew. All right. Now, we got a little bit of a problem. You know what that problem is, Eric?
What?
It's called Big Mom is still here.
Okay.
Right? So Big Mom turns up to confronts Luffy.
We've been saying this for some 20 weeks now, 10
It's the
weeks.
topic of the show.
Yeah, however long we've been in Wano.
What are we doing with Big Mom?
But it's been a specific thing. Why haven't the other people in the story even mentioned Big Mom or even talked about her?
Law, Luffy, like they kind of mention her, but they don't have a plan for her. They're just like, oh, she's here.
Yeah. It's kind of a problem.
It's kind of like, oh, she's here, but you know, we'll be fine. As long as we take care of Kaido.
I like to see that, the people in the story acknowledge that she's here now.
Exactly. And she yells at Luffy, why are you always ruining my parties?
It's a fair point.
You're ruining my fun all the time.
Yeah.
Alright, I want to get ya. She launches off a classic elbow spear that will never hit anyone and kill anyone. Alright?
But it's
It
cool.
always misses.
It's cool, though.
It's cool.
Yeah, it is really cool.
We always have that little zoom out
It
panel.
might hit Kaido at some point. Maybe it hits Kaido.
I genuinely believe that Oda likes drawing this at this point.
Yeah.
This
Oh, he
attack.
loves it.
Alright, so Big Mom uses her classic signature move. Alright? The elbow spear.
Special move.
Special move. But again, hits no one and kills no one. It's like this is the problem with Big Mom, right? She's super powerful, but weirdly ineffective because she can't kill anyone, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
I guess you could say that, but you can maybe say the same thing for Kaido at the moment.
sure,
Yeah.
you can say the same
That's a
thing
good
for all
point.
these emperors. Like they're
You
supposed
can
to
say
be,
the same thing for really anyone really powerful, like, Kuzan didn't kill Luffy. Kizaru
Yeah.
didn't kill anyone.
yeah, but
Very true.
he
He
beat
did
him
destroy
up.
them, but
He did destroy them.
yeah.
Right, but
Big Mom needs a W quick.
that's true. All right,
She needs...
but before that, Big Mom's looking for Zeus, but Nami has stolen him again.
Yeah.
All right.
She got her Pokemon back.
She got it
That was
back.
great.
She tells Zeus, you gotta choose. Alright? You gotta choose between me or Big Mom. Alright? You gotta choose. And Zeus is like, I literally cannot disobey Big Mom. So I don't know what you want me to do.
Okay.
And then Big Mom like absorbs him back.
Some
And-
weird
Some weird summoning.
homie ability thing.
Yeah.
Sure.
Absorbs him back. And then it seems like Zeus is on Big Mom's side, but he's reluctant. He's like, I have to do this or else
I'm
I'm
sorry,
dead.
Nami.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Big Mom's like, if you don't hit her with the full power, I'm going to kill you.
This is going to be a thing the entire arc.
And then, yeah.
For sure.
And then Nami's like, I don't even want to talk to you again. You're not my friend anymore. Is Nami going to die? Find out next week on Dragon Ball Z. Alright?
No, she's not.
That's definitely an anime cliffhanger.
Okay.
That's definitely
I
an
feel like
anime
you could end it
cliffhanger.
on the next panel, though.
No.
Okay. You
Is
gotta
Nami
stretch
going to
that out.
die?
Okay.
Alright? And then Frankie and Brooke come in
Come out of nowhere.
with the Freedom Rider.
Yes.
Yo.
Frankie smacks Big Mom in the face with a bike. Brooke cuts Zeus yet again.
Yes.
Yet
And
again.
Big Mom's on the floor. Frankie gives a thumbs up. What did I run over?
Yeah.
So this why are you all upset? Right? I'm here.
Frankie bringing his cool guy.
Alright,
Back
cool
in.
guy.
Yeah.
Cool guy Frankie's back. All
Cool
right.
guy Frankie.
And,
Yep.
Nami loves to see it. She appreciates being
End of the
saved.
chapter.
End of the chapter.
Break.
break.
Yes.
Now, Hebby donated $2.50, Christian. She
Yeah.
asked, do you like pink-haired ladies, Christian, specifically?
It's just a big mom problem. Who else has pink hair? Rebecca's alright.
Reiju?
Reiju's alright. You know.
Reggie's fine.
She's
Hina?
fine.
Who else got pink hair?
Hina?
Hina?
You know?
Yeah.
She can't talk to the third person. Not really my thing.
Yeah,
You know?
it's getting annoying.
Gets annoying.
As a wrestling fan, I love the third person talk. I'm not gonna lie. It's
So
fun.
pink-haired women, you know, it's a big mom problem, right? Big mom needs to get some W's, right? Because yet again, big mom takes the fall for someone to look good, right? Yet again,
Yes.
and it's starting to be a little bit of a pattern here. That you
Who
hate to
does she
see.
need to dominate? Because she can't dominate in
That's
the
the
Straw Hats at the
thing.
moment.
We'll get to it at the top of the show,
Yeah.
but she can't really kill any of the Straw Hats because that's not
What if
happening.
like page
Yeah.
1 gets in the way of an owlbear spear and he gets completely destroyed? Does that give some?
Well, that removes a matchup for the Straw Hats, and that removes
Because
anything.
because we talked about this in Honkai Island. Big Mom's power set was designed.
She's not allowed to be effective because she would destroy everyone.
Yeah, and her
That's the thing.
and her
Yeah.
power skill set is designed for the Straw Hats to counter it.
Yeah, you got Brook, you got
Immediately.
Nami.
Yeah, that's a very good point.
You got
Soul
Sanji
powers.
even with the cooking thing.
Yeah.
Now, people on Twitter and some other individuals on the internet,
Yeah.
other YouTubers even, scared every time Big Mom gets head trauma that we will revert back to the Amnesia plotline.
Again, topic of the show.
Okay.
Yeah, Amnesia. What do we do with Big Mom?
Okay.
Because she's kind of
Okay.
in the way of the Kaido fight.
Because we don't want the Amnesia stuff going on.
We don't want it,
don't
but we'll
want
get
it.
to it. All right, we'll get to it. But give me a rating for the chapter.
Rating. I'll say nice 8 out of 10 this week, Christian.
I say I chapter.
Cool guy Frankie and Brooke stuff. You got to get excited for the Straw Hats.
That's right.
You got to get
Alright,
excited.
Yeah.
Sanji as well.
A lot of great Straw Hat cool moments.
That's right. We love to see Straw Hat cool moments because they're the characters that we care about.
Will Zoro get his moment next week, Christian? Maybe.
Is Zoro still
Not
fighting
next week
fodder?
and very soon.
You know, is Zoro still fighting fodder? What's he doing? What's Kid doing? Right?
Yeah,
What's
what is Kid doing?
What's Kid's just
Where's Jinbei? Where's Robin?
they're around, right? They're in the mix, right?
Yeah.
Now I don't know about you, but I'm not really feeling this big war scenario. I'm seeing a lot of people standing still, just going nani. Look at this person.
Each week we will separate a character into a matchup.
Sure, but
For sure.
if you remember Reform, we got a lot of panels of shooting, slashing,
This isn't that kind of thing, Christian.
all out war.
Yeah.
But like,
That's true.
Yeah.
It is a pretty, at least right now, it
Yeah.
is not like on that same tier as it was in Marineford in terms of like everyone duking it out at one point in time. Like people right now are being a little more strategic. They're waiting.
yeah,
Like,
we-
okay, let's see what this person does. And
we're
whatnot.
still in the what is going on phase of this raid.
I
We
feel
haven't
like
really-
I feel like
yeah.
Oda's gonna spend 3-4 chapters just separating characters, so we can start,
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
fighting them.
Yeah.
Alright.
All the fodder, you know, in my mind they're around, they're there, but they're not drawn.
Sure.
They're not, like, but they're still
Yeah, yeah.
there,
Alright.
along with the samurai and Hyogoro and all that. But
There
yeah,
you go.
would you give it? Did you
Hey,
say?
yeah, I'll give it an 8. Great action chapter. Love to see it. Cool moments. Not really any story things going on.
I just want
Yeah,
to see
but,
Luffy
you know.
use that Ryo.
Yeah.
It's been
Yeah,
so
hey,
long.
Oda's holding it. He's really holding it. I can't wait to see it until when Luffy actually like manages to just pop it off and we get to see it on.
Yeah.
I don't know who it's gonna be, but I guarantee the first time we see it, it's gonna be a showcase where we're gonna be like, man,
It's gonna be hype.
all right, he's here.
Oh.
That's
The
right.
fifth emperor's here.
Send Ito99 gives us $2 and asks, and he requests even. He wants to see King Recon on the JoJo show for Stone Ocean, Christian.
Well, when Stone Ocean comes out, Regon has the invite.
Okay.
I mean,
All
where
right, I'll be here. Hey, and shout out to Seneto. That's an awesome dude. That's my boy.
It's his boy.
But yeah, no, Stone Ocean. I love. It's Jolene. You know, Stone free. Like,
That's right.
I can't.
Christian's telling me the hype about Jolian this week. He's
oh,
excited.
chapter 100, chapter 100,
Bro,
baby.
Jolene was insane.
Chapter 100, baby. All right, we got returning features.
Yes.
All right, I'll say
Yes.
that. I'll say that. All right, can't forget the hype. All right.
Now, you've been telling me Araki's been turning up the heat lately.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has.
The thing about
Yeah.
JoJo is, it's very slow paced. Very slow paced. 100 chapters monthly.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We can only
Yeah.
get so many chapters about fruit and vineyards.
That's got to be like,
You know.
each chapter's like, what, 40 pages?
Yeah.
So,
Give or take. Yeah.
maybe 200 One Piece chapters.
He loves 5 chapters are all double page spreads.
Okay.
He's got
Yeah.
room to breathe.
It's
You know.
crazy.
He's an artist.
I don't know how he does it.
He's an
yeah.
artist.
Like
Araki loves it. Alright?
Araki's insane.
Enough JoJo talk, alright? Because this is a One Piece stream, alright?
All right.
So, predictions for next chapter. It's probably just more movie parts. Maybe a little Big Mom stuff. Because Luffy this chapter was like, I can't really go if I Kaido with Big Mom on my tail.
With each chapter moving forward, it'll become clearer what we're doing with Big Mom.
Yeah,
So,
something
agreed.
has to happen with her. She's kind of this, like, non-starter. Because, like, we can't really start the Kaido fight right now because Big Mom's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Luffy even says it. As wherever I go, Big Mom's going to follow me. So,
That's right.
it's going to be an issue. So that's the chapter. I guess we're moving on to how strong is Shanks? How strong is Shanks? Every week, we ask the question of how strong is Shanks? And every week we answer, Shanks is the strongest. Shanks is the God King. Right? But there are people out there who think Kaido's the strongest. They think Dragon's the strongest. They think Blackbeard's the strongest.
Ridiculous.
There are even the people out there that think Mihawk's the strongest.
Foolish.
World's strongest swordsman. Right? And the worst of them all, the people out there that think Aimu is the strongest. But they're all wrong. And every week we bring 100% genuine, factual information to the table to prove this. Right? And this week's evidence is Shanks is so strong that if he rode into Marineford on a chopper and smashed it into Sakazuki's face. Alright, how could we forget? Marineford.
Can't forget.
There would be no conscious being in the universe that could deny that Shanks is the coolest character. And indeed, the God King. Alright? But Oda couldn't do it. Because it's too hype. Alright? Would have seen multiple deaths from Hyplash around the world. Alright?
And injuries. Severe injuries.
Severe injuries.
Not just
Severe.
deaths.
But
Very
people
severe.
losing it so hard they fly out the window.
The reactions from individuals may kill them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Alright.
100%. He's just watching out for us.
Shanks is the strongest.
Shanks the God
Shanks is
King.
the God King. Alright. Moving on. Topic of the show. Big Mom is still a problem. Alright? Alright.
Now,
we
Gusha,
are.
just to get just a little preface and stuff. We talk about this some every week.
Yeah.
Still an issue.
Yeah.
Still murky.
Yeah.
I'm sure you got all the plot points that we've gone over.
Sure. I've got options. on the
Maybe
table.
Recon can enlighten us on some new
Alright,
ideas.
Exactly. But I've got some options on
Alright.
the table
Okay.
to solve the Big Mom problem. Alright? Each of them have pros and cons. Alright, we'll talk about it.
Do you
But
have one that's golden?
No. Alright?
Okay.
None of them that solve the issue. Alright?
Satisfactory. Yeah, there's always going to be
Satisfactory.
pros and cons.
Alright. All pros and cons. Alright. First one, and the first one that seems most likely right now, Straw Hat team up to defeat Big Mom. All Straw Hats combine their powers. And all is Big Mom and win. Is that viable?
Yes, I think it is about now. Whether it's gonna happen or not, none of us know. But I think at this point, with what we've been seeing lately, I think it is something that can happen.
It's a point, but you gotta give me a timeline. How long is this fight lasting? It can't last one attack, surely.
Right now, while the Minks are dealing with Kaido.
So you're saying an hour?
Yes. We have to get rid of her to fight Kaido.
It can't happen.
Can-
It can't happen.
Now, can it be the Straw Hats with help of possibly like other individuals at play, like let's say like a Law or someone else?
Like everyone just jumps Big Mom. Everyone.
Law with the Gamma Knife.
Just one massive boss battle.
Yeah, Law with the Gamma Knife. Luffy with the King Kong Ryo Gatling.
Frankie with the general.
Sea Stone weapons.
With the general. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
I mean, oof.
Is that satisfactory?
But then we got King, we got Queen still there.
Exactly.
Perospero coming in.
And the question is, how do you save Luffy's best stuff for the main event?
Exactly.
If you're gonna take out Big Mom like
and
this.
is it disrespectful for Big Mom to go out as the sideshow?
A little bit, but we're here now.
All right. So that's the first option.
Next option.
First option: Luffy back-to-backs Big Mom, then Kaido.
Isn't that the same option?
But solo.
Okay.
Right.
Solo.
It's crazy. All right. It's crazy. It's crazy.
It's insane.
Right? It's insanity. All right. It's insanity.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If he does that, then he really can face.
Then we're the king of the pirates if he does that.
That's what I'm saying. It's insane.
Straight to Raftel.
It's insane.
Straight to Raftel.
Right? It's insane. But it's an option on the table.
Okay.
Probably the least likely.
All options have to be on the table.
All options on the table
That's
here.
right.
All right.
Yeah.
Third option. Third party comes in and stalls her. Be that Marines. Be that Revolutionaries. Be that Cypherpole. Be that Blackbeard. Be that Shanks.
Be that Shanks.
Whatever. All right. Third party stall.
And now from the moon.
And now from the moon. Probably not though. Probably gonna get one shot for Big Mom.
Oof.
There you go. All right.
But how does
Grand
that
Fleet.
Yeah.
A third party.
Yeah.
Coming in.
True that. Grand
To
Fleet,
stall her. All right. Baltimore's barrier is unbreakable.
Okay.
All right. That's great stalling tactics. All right. From Bartolomeo there.
Can he wrap her in a ball and just leave her there?
Technically,
I guess he could. I guess he could.
Guess that's possible. All right.
That'd be a meme.
All right. Big Mom in a barrier ball just rolling around.
Hamster wheel Big Mom in the barrier.
Hamster ball Big Mom. All right.
Oh man.
The fourth and most dangerous option, we go back to Olin. And
Okay, so like the amnesia plotline
yeah,
again. Okay.
I can't do it. I can't do it. Don't do it to me, Oda. Don't do it. All right. Please don't do it to me.
What if we have some kind of bait that is just making Big Mom run in a circle the entire arc?
Like Luffy just running in a circle.
Yeah, or like Frankie with the bike. She's mad now. She's just.
But then we get Wedding Cake 2.0, but she's not crazed, and it's like okay.
Yeah.
I can't have.
What if Frankie pulls out his sea stone cannons and wraps her in chains?
That's crazy. All right.
That would be awesome.
Right.
That would be crazy.
Because apparently Frankie's got some Kaido weapons.
Anti-Kaido weapons.
Yes.
Okay. But the amnesia plotline, please don't bring it back. Just leave it dead. Don't want to see it. Please.
You know what? Even though I know it would probably cause a lot of rage.
Yeah.
I do think that knowing how Oda is as a storyteller, I think if executed correctly, he could definitely make a lot of that interesting. If she does revert back to Olin for a little while, there's a lot of room for error as there is with any decision, but I do think there is quite a little bit of interesting possibilities to come out of that. The only thing I wouldn't necessarily like from it is it would take away from the threat aspect of it, where you're facing two Yonkos at once, which is one of like the major things that really has like this arc going on a high right now. Yeah. So, but aside from that, if the Olin plot does happen, I believe in Oda to execute it properly. If that's the decision he decides to go down.
Now remember, we were confused and perplexed on why he chose to do Olin in the first place, when it amounted to very little. So that could come back into play. Also, don't forget, what special food were the people throwing at each other when we entered Onigashima.
Please, don't.
Shiruko.
Oh, Shiruko.
Please.
Oh, what could that come into play? Maybe.
Please, we don't.
Another option, of course, is the hunger pangs because we have the Shiruko. We can bait her that way.
Yeah.
Annoying.
Yep.
Another possibility, Perospero comes in Big Mom, we can take out Kaido with Monkey D, then you kill Kaido. But how do we not instantly win this war with Big Mom on our side?
Exactly, that's the problem. We get Big Mom to win.
Breaks the tension.
We get Big Mom, this war's over. I mean, like...
We find ourselves in the same...
It wouldn't be satisfactory if it happened that way.
We literally find ourselves in the same position we were in when she arrived on Wano with the answers that we have.
I know, and now we're actually finding her.
Will this
still
promised warship come in and you have the Navy fighter? I think that's the most satisfactory answer.
A third party coming in is the most hype answer, most satisfying.
Marco, Kizaru, whatever.
Now let me go back on this head injury thing, because Frankie on a bike smacking her in the face. Like,
is it equal to the Queen
Brachiopoda? No,
I don't know.
It could. I mean, is it necessarily a head injury, or is it just like a burn mark?
Yeah, it's just a face. Like, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying.
People get real nervous, real sweaty anytime something goes near Big Mom's head.
Yeah. All right.
I got you. Yeah. I got you. Yep.
That's just the buzz on the internet. I'm not that worried because I don't see it necessarily happening.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It could. I'm not saying it can't happen. It's just like, Oda. Do you guys feel like he's put himself in a position that is pros and cons all around?
Yes.
Or that there's his own secret mastermind play will indeed thread the thinnest needle and straight through
and make it win
and make it a mastermind play.
The most likely, the most chance that has to happen is if a third party comes in.
Yeah.
That's the most chance he's got to land.
So next week, if she goes to the Albert Spear and you see that Shanks block.
We're going.
Are you kidding me?
It's over.
Then it's over.
Yeah.
Shanks, I've come to stop this war
again.
Dude.
Yeah.
Now
I've come to avenge my friend Oden.
Now,
what do you think about that?
We talked about this before. Shanks got links to Odin, Wano, Luffy. Yep. We're gonna meet soon. Mm-hmm. Odin didn't just put that in for no reason.
Exactly.
Much like he didn't put in the Marine, we're not going to Wano for no reason, because they're going to Wano.
We all know the Marines are turning up. All right, we all know that.
For sure.
They will... Yeah. Shanks could be a possible next arc situation, but I think the Marines, we're not going to Wano situation is clear that someone will turn up at one point. Now, can we go Green Bull, or will he sell a silhouette for another 2 years?
Green Bull has to emerge at some point. All right.
Well, I was thinking that we were going to see Green Bull like mid act, like Green Bull would show up on one of the Shichibukai of or the ex Shichibukai now, so like he would pop up in front of Weevil or Meathawk or something.
It kind of fits the past on how Oda's introduced admirals, where he just throws them into arcs.
Yeah.
It happened with Kazan, it happened with Borsalino. Akiru was
Fujitora.
Akiru just was there. Marineford became a fan favorite.
Yeah.
So it's possible to do with Green Bull.
If
Green Bull could already be in Wano Cushion and we have no idea.
That's true.
Remember the silhouette. Yeah. Could he be one of those fodder samurai that got locked up?
That's crazy.
Perhaps,
the guy with,
you don't know.
Well, like the guy who looks like Ken, is that Green Bull?
Maybe.
It could be.
Maybe it's a wig. Maybe it's a real hair. Right. So there you go.
Is it Who's Who? Maybe Green Bull's Who's Who.
Imagine that.
It's crazy. Right. Now, this week it's gonna come up every week until Big Mom's defeated. I feel like.
Or we get like the answer that's Oda's going for, because it's still confusing what he's going for.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this: how do y'all think that Big Mom is going to respond to this situation? Let's just say we're talking Big Mom is still fully aware, capable, gets right back up and looks at all of them. What do you think happens? Like, what do you think she does?
I think someone's gonna make an opening for Luffy to go for Kaido at some point.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe Marco comes in, Perospero starts talking to her.
Surely, right now, she either goes after Frankie or Brooke,
She wants Luffy. She should go after Luffy.
That's true.
Yeah.
Maybe Usopp could come in next chapter and stall her with Chopper somehow. Some planned thing.
In the Brachio tank?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
Because they're still missing. We got Robin, we got Jinbei who's
The
still
Straw
missing.
Hat Mech returns, Christian.
Yes. The
Ooh.
Straw Hat Donkey.
Yeah, Straw Hat Donkey
maybe.
returns, but with an actual mech this time.
We only got 2 vehicles, right? We need more vehicles for that. Alright. Could it be the General stalling at Big Mom for a while?
Wapple Metal.
It's been upgraded as well. And the General's never been tested.
Some kind of kaiju battle going on.
Exactly.
Right? Yeah, that'd be great.
Because
that would definitely be classic, true to like Japanese culture if that were to happen. That would be great.
Because the General has never been tested. It's made of Wapple Metal. The substance Whitebeard could break with his Devil Fruit. So, it made kind of sense.
I feel like Usopp and Chopper could turn up next week and they fuse. Then maybe...
They fuse. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, it's difficult to say, and we find ourselves in this position again. I feel like Oda has a plan for this.
Oh, yeah. No question.
We'll see whether or not it'll come to fruition.
Now, we did have a $2 donation before.
He requested the good Sir King Raycon to rank Wano for us, and why. I'm assuming in terms of arcs. If you're prepared, I'm not sure.
Arcs on over. I don't know if he's,
If you want to try.
If you want to try.
From Chris D.
I mean, I'm pretty sure at this point, just based on aesthetic and all of the insanity that's happened so far, I highly doubt it going, at least for me, anywhere less than 5. Okay. I've just been having so much fun with this arc so far, just from Jump, the build-up. But then the arc itself, I love the characters that have been introduced. The Odin flashback is already one of my favorite flashbacks in the story. And then the stuff that took place within within Wano and the flower cup and all that stuff. But Onigashima has been so much fun. If it continues on this level, which I do expect it to, without question, I think it's going to end up being maybe even my favorite by the end of it. Like it's just been a blast. It's hard to say where it is right now because there's just been so many incredible arcs. But I think right now, safe assumption, by the end, without question, if it continues on this route, I think it's for sure going to be top 5.
It definitely.
I've been enjoying it so much.
It definitely has the potential to reach new levels of unfound hype.
That's true,
but
which we are looking for, of course.
We've said this before. We'll say it again. Act 2 of Wano really hurt Wano for us. Let's hope Onigashima can bring it back. Yeah. Right? It's still got room.
We're having a good time at Onigashima.
Yeah, that's right. Onishima's been great. Yeah. So let's hope we keep on rising. We keep getting great chapters.
There's still so... Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to say, I really enjoyed Act 2 because of its character moments. I feel like Act 2 had so many moments I can think back on with, like, the Komurasaki stuff, Zoro and his moments with Kamazo / Killer, then like the Killer and Zoro scene, Luffy's speech, Momonosuke's speech, like it was filled with a lot of even like the awesome little Queen stuff, Queen's introduction, like actually was filled with these little character moments and introductions, and just had a lot of really cool, unique scenarios. The only negative I had around it is that Udon as a place is a pretty bland establishment to be in for so long in comparison to an Onigashima or a Flower Capital. But I feel like having Kyogoro and Kawamatsu, especially one of my favorites, introduced in the arc, and all those characters there, it made up for the bland environment, and it really made it stand out, that Udon section. So I really enjoyed Act 2. I just wanted to say that because that was a lot of fun.
That's fair. All right, that's fair. But we've talked about Act 2 enough. All right. We talked about it, right? We don't wanna bring down the mood, as it were.
Okay.
But there you go.
Yeah, it'll Big Mom is a moving target. Don't even know what's going on with her outside of Wano. Is this the end for her? So many questions.
We still need that Rocks flashback. Where's the Rocks?
That's what I was gonna say. We still need the Yamato Ace stuff. We still need Kato's backstory with Big Mom. We need their relationship fleshed out.
Yeah. How can we forget the debt that was made?
And the debt, of course.
Yeah.
Do you guys think that debt is connected to that line that Kaido made about betrayal?
Yeah.
I think it's got more to do with rocks and maybe that thing. Yeah. Sure.
I
Yeah.
think to me, what Rocks is about is a bunch of individuals that end up betraying each other and then lose to Roger and Garp.
Sure.
At God Valley. Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
and it's gonna be like maybe maybe Carter was the loyalist that stood by Rocks
Yeah.
and got defeated, and Big Mom saved him, and
Mm.
it's something like that. Because at this point, it's not. I don't think there's any kind of romantic relationship with Big Mom and Kaido at this point.
No,
It
man.
would have been more of a thing at this point.
Yeah.
It seems like there's absolutely zero care for Kaido's safety from Big Mom. But is
kind
that more of a
Yeah.
confidence thing than
that's the Emperor attitude.
It might be
though.
a confidence
I think
thing
that's the
because they're so
Emperor-
strong,
yeah,
right?
That's
Yeah.
the Emperor attitude.
so?
So like, yeah.
We've
That's a
said
good
this
point,
before,
yeah.
but if Big Mom and Kaido are connected deeply from the past, it may make poetic sense for them to both.
Die at the same
End
time.
here.
Or, yeah, lose at the same time.
But we still need
Yeah.
that bridge to be connected
But
for that to make
Big
sense.
Mom has nothing to do with the plight of Wano though. It's so weird. Like, why would she go out on Wano?
It's just for stakes. I'm not sure if it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what happens.
It's more likely going to be because of stakes and because of Big Mom's connection to Kaido's character. So whenever we get to see Kaido's flashback and the Rock's flashback, like you said, and it'll bring everything together.
King,
for us.
Recon, do you think Big Mom is losing or being defeated in Wano?
Yeah, I can see both of them going down in this arc.
Okay.
If she doesn't though, then of course we'll have to deal with that later. But I feel like with the way the Four Emperors saga has been going so far, I think if both of them were to go down in this arc, I don't know how it would happen, but if it does happen, I can see it being plausible and being something that would most certainly. I mean, can you just imagine the newspapers after that happened? Like, especially if like Kid is rewarded one of them, Luffy's rewarded the other. They're gonna start naming Yonkos.
Luffy's getting a $5 billion baddie right there.
100%.
This is unprecedented in the entire world history.
That's true.
Exactly.
No one's done.
$5 billion, baby. New Pirate King right now.
People in the chat say potentially Yamato is Big Mom and Kaido's child. I don't know if that makes sense in the timeline necessarily.
It
Because
looks
they
like
would have been far distinguished from the Rocks
the
at that
head
point.
canon right now is that it's Kaido and Black Maria's child because they have similar horns.
Interesting.
So
Okay.
if you look at Black Maria's horns and Yamato's horns, they're the same.
Yeah.
And Kaido and
But are they the
Black
same
Maria-
race, and is that how the
Kaido and
horns
Black
work?
Maria have like
Yo.
this thing going on in that little banquet scene, so it's possible.
Staying on that topic though,
Yeah.
can you imagine like the amount of potential if Yamato were to be Big Mom and Kaido's child? Though that's
Powerhouse.
scary.
Alright.
That's
We
scary.
saw that Thunder Bagua on Ulti. There's no joke.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, no, absolutely no joke.
Alright. I guess we're moving on to the Thunderdome. We're here in the Thunderdome. This is the place for 1v1 matchups. Alright?
Yes.
Power scaling, craziness, alright?
All right.
All that goes on in the One Piece community. Alright, we love to see it. Alright. How do you get to suggest matchups of Thunderdome?
Patreon, $5 and up tier get to suggest their matchups.
Run the bracket,
Yeah.
alright? Because then you won't have Sanji lose and get kicked out of the tournament. Alright?
Bad matchup for Sanji at that point. All right.
Alright? You gotta get your matchups in
Correctly.
correctly so your characters win the matchups.
Yes.
Otherwise, you're gonna get kicked out and you're gonna hate to see it, right? This week's matchup from Roland, he has Bartolomeo versus fully roided Hody Jones.
Every time we bring up Bart, it's a
The
problem.
unbreakable barrier.
I know, but he
yeah.
has no attack power.
But Hody Jones is a fishman and there is water and we have never seen the barrier interact with water. So I'm saying,
What are you saying? Water bullets can go through the
Does-
barrier? Is that what you're saying?
does seawater affect the barrier? Shouldn't. Right? If go by Delphi laws, shouldn't. But
Yeah, it
maybe.
Yeah.
Right? Now, does Bartolomeo have the attack power to knock out fully roided Hody Jones?
And that's the thing that makes this so tricky is that for any other character that wasn't a fisherman, you could just say, oh, Bartolomeo just pushes them off the cliff or something. They fall in the ocean, but
Yeah.
that wouldn't affect Hody Jones whatsoever.
Exactly.
Now, I will remind you that apparently the barrier is invisible. Hack broke his hand on it.
It's not
Could
though,
not
'cause,
see
yeah,
it.
You can't see
So
it
can Bart knock Cody Jones out via his own attack?
No. Come on. He's not Hack. Come on. Alright? Now, the clutch factor that we haven't brought up is
Yes.
Bartolome, the ultimate storm master.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And let's not forget, the steroids have time limit and do damage to the body.
Yes.
So
Good
can
point.
Bartolome just stall out Cody Jones and he dies?
Will
via
Cody Jones
force?
just keep on eating them, getting
He'll
frustrated?
eventually run out
Yes.
and turn into that old
Yeah.
man.
I mean, he could put Hody Jones on the hamster wheel like we talk about Big Mom. It's over. Like,
Exactly.
you run out of energy.
Potential attack, not seen.
Alright?
Maybe.
Not seeing potential. Right now he has to be
That
with
might be
Yamato.
the most overpowered thing in One Piece if it's true.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah.
Barry no pistol.
That's good, but
Will we see Barry no Gatling? Will we?
let's see. Let's hope Bartolome has a new arsenal of attacks, alright?
Yeah.
The Barry, no Gear 4, alright? Get ready
crazy.
for it, alright?
He creates a Gear 4 suit out of barriers.
Yeah.
That's something.
Alright, so in my mind, due to the steroid factor,
Yes.
we have to give this one to Bartolomeo.
Because he'll just stall him out.
Because Bartolomeo can stall you out forever.
And he's happy to stall.
Yeah.
He is very happy to
Oh,
stall.
yeah.
He doesn't get
Right.
frustrated. He's not looking.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah. Unless the Straw Hats are there, he's not flustered one bit.
exactly.
Nothing's gonna affect him.
Alright, so we'll give this one to Bartolomeo. You didn't anticipate or calculate the steroid factor.
Or maybe he
alright?
did it. He wanted Bartolomeo to win.
Maybe he did. Maybe he
Yeah.
rigged the bracket
Perhaps.
like a smart man and got his characters to win.
Okay.
Alright? So there you go. Moving on.
What happened with Sanji, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh,
That?
what was it?
Can I remember? It was a bad matchup for him.
It was like,
Mhm.
what was it?
Was it Queen? No, it wasn't Queen.
No.
It was in his bracket.
Yeah.
I can't remember. Was it Ace?
I can't remember what happened to
Maybe the
Sanji.
chat
Alright?
remembers, I'm
Maybe
not
the
sure.
chat would remember.
It was a
alright?
really poor matchup for him, which
Okay.
gave him that L.
Alright.
I got you.
Yeah.
I was just curious.
Was it even a female?
Yeah, it was a female. I think that's what it was.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it is. Okay.
I think Sanji got destroyed.
Makes sense.
Alright.
Oh no, it was Rob Lucci, Christian.
Oh, CP0 Rob Lucci.
Yes.
Alright, fair enough. Alright, bad matchup for Sanji because Rob Lucci, master.
Brawlers, maybe I can't. We'll find out at some
Fine.
point. We'll let.
But the worst matchup was Tashigi versus Ryuma.
Yes.
That was the worst matchup for Tashigi.
What? Oh my
Jiggy.
god, yeah.
Getting destroyed by Ryuma. Alright, so
That's a master
Unfortunate.
swordsman. I mean,
Yeah.
nothing against Tashigi, but that's Ryuma, dude.
yeah,
Like,
bad matchup for Tashigi. Alright, so there
for
you go.
sure.
You want to run your bracket, otherwise you're gonna get destroyed. Alright, there you go. Time for questions. First question comes in from Patrick Slime. With Sanji being knocked towards the building that Zoro cut in half, I really foresee a Zoro and Sanji team up. What does this matchup do? What does this do for the matchups? Yes, we want to see it. Best case scenario.
Best case
Sanji.
scenario.
Zoro team up.
Hype makes sense. Gives them something to learn. Works together.
Love to see it.
Yep. It would create a very memorable moment in the story.
Exactly.
You know,
They'll
the
have-
first time outside of Baby Back.
You
both of them
know,
fight together.
I broke his
Great.
neck. I cut him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They'll have
Yeah.
some. They'll have some bullshit one-liner.
Yeah.
I'm sure Zoro will get
Yep.
all the credit in the bounty. That makes Sanji salty.
Yeah, because Zoro has
Yep.
a lower bounty right now.
Mm.
So that
Mhm.
all right. So we'll get that. I hope we get. I hope we get to see it. All right.
Want to see that hype?
From David Sinner, is Sanji / Zoro versus King / Queen a throwback to Straw Hats dino hunting competition in the little garden?
That is very fascinating. Oh wow.
I don't know if Oda's got that in the back of his mind. I don't
Yeah,
know.
maybe. I'm not
Maybe.
sure about that.
All right.
It's a deep
Who
cut.
can hunt,
Maybe-
who can hunt the bigger
maybe-
dinosaur?
Maybe he was on break one week and going back and just looking at older volumes. He was like, you know what, this would be interesting
Yeah.
to do this possibly. But no, that's crazy. Wow.
Just on King versus Sanji quickly for a second. Little bit concerned about black on black on black.
Yeah, it's a little
A
dark.
little bit unclear. Oda needs to widen his white lines a little bit because it's starting to
They're all
get
very small panels.
yeah, it's starting to get a little bit
But-
dirty.
What about, because somebody brought this up in my comment section earlier today, like what about if King gets unmasked?
That will fix
get rid of that?
that'll fix a lot of
Yeah,
issues,
that'll
but
fix the
still,
problem.
we got
sure,
clashes
yeah.
with black legs. A lot
Yeah,
of
there are a
black.
lot of theories floating around that King is fully covered because somehow he is a burn victim, and that's how Sanji does extra super effective damage with his fire.
I don't know about that.
That's a theory
I don't know
floating
about
around.
that. But
That's a theory floating
how does that
around.
even make you do super effective damage?
Because
if
the
you
burns
burn
and the
damage?
trauma and the,
I don't
you
know about that.
I
don't know about that.
I'm just
That's
saying. I'm
some
just
Shishio
reporting.
stuff,
I'm just
man.
reporting the news. All right. I'm just reporting.
Yeah,
Right?
he's Big News Morgan.
That's
you know,
right.
all he's
I just report the news. I don't make it up. All
Okay.
right. There you go. From Tom. Beige ran over Oven with his ship. Frankie ran over Big Mom with his bike. How much stronger than Beige is Frankie? I don't know.
Well,
a
isn't
little
that
bit.
more of a question about the Nosta Costello and the Freedom Rider?
Yeah.
I think that'd be
With
more of
bike,
a
yeah.
question.
I mean, I would assume a ship would do more damage just based
Might
off
be in
weight.
one-handed the Moby Dick. How could we forget?
We can't forget that, right? But I would assume a ship on treads would do more damage if you got hit by it.
Rip that ship, Christian.
The ship's
One of the
dead.
great, one of the great ships in One
The great
Piece.
ship's dead.
Yeah.
Right? Not a tear dropped.
I'm
by
sure
Capone.
V2 will happen at some point.
Yeah, maybe that's the end of that cover page. New shit.
Cover story, yeah. At this point.
All right. I guess who's stronger, Frankie or Capone? I'll give it to Capone right now because of the big father. You know,
Supernova.
Supernova. Let's
nod.
give it to Capone right now. All right. From Chris G. Do you think there is going to be a crazy twist with Tama? We don't know much about her, like her parents.
Tama. I felt like Tama's Delphi would come more into play in this battle.
not even
but
here.
She's not even there. So
Yeah.
It's strange.
Yep.
She still could have stowed away somewhere and appeared.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
It would have been
True.
It would have been sweet if she gave Usopp a bunch of mochi balls and Usopp was sniping him into the gifter's mouths. And
It's still
Oh,
possible.
yeah.
It's still
cool.
possible.
That would have been nice.
Still possible to
I
happen.
definitely think her role is still we're still gonna see more from Tama, but as far as like her lineage, unless it has something crazy to do with some players
yeah.
already had.
Well,
but
you'd
I don't know.
imagine Yamato would know about Tama because they'd hang out with Ace together.
Yeah, I was gonna say
surely.
we might see
Yeah.
a little bit more Tama in the Yamato flashback.
I would
It's
love
still
that.
possible for
She
her
would have
to be in
been
the story.
like real young, but
Yeah, but
maybe 6 or so.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
she's like what 8 right now. So
Maybe maybe they bond over Ace when they meet again or something.
yeah.
But who knows?
Alright. From Philly T. After the reveal of swords earlier in the arc and the connection between Drake and Kobe, it's safe to assume Drake's main mission in this arc is to prevent the alliance between Big Mom and Kaido from taking off. Considering this, do you think Drake will look to meet Perospero and Marco? Drake could create a situation where the Beast Pirates think they've been betrayed. Possible? I did have that option written down. We didn't get to it, but I did say some sort of Big Mom betrayal of Kaido, some sort of Perospero convinces her in some way. I think this might be possible.
It's tough because like
Again, we don't want Big Mom to take out Kaido because it kind of ruins
Yeah.
the threat of Kaido.
it could be a 3-way war situation that's difficult to handle though.
Yeah, through a 3-sided war.
Yeah, that's also a good point. Triple threat match. Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. Okay, maybe it's possible.
Luffy in between Big Mom and Kaido fighting.
Oof.
That'd be that'd be a dangerous situation.
Dodging all
Yeah.
kinds of attacks, alright?
He does have future
Yeah.
sight though, so
That's right. Yeah.
From Tristan Hitchens. Is it Wanji as SZN?
don't know what that means, Christian.
SZN. It's like some phrase on Twitter. It's like Sanji Zoro or something. You know, something about how Sanji's stronger than Zoro.
Yeah, Sanji got the W this
Yeah,
week.
okay, we get-
apparently.
yeah,
Alright.
Alright.
Sanji did something.
Moving on. From Harvest in Berries. Do you think all the Straw Hats could fight Big Meme to parallel the Scabbards and Kaido? We did talk about that, the Straw Hat matchup. The Straw Hat crew taking on Big Mom.
I don't know what they're doing with Albaf Spear.
It just misses, alright? That's all that happens with LSP. It just misses, alright? Not allowed to hit anyone. Not allowed to be blocked, alright? Just misses.
Except from Shanks, of course.
Of course, alright? Now, I would love to see someone interact with this Elbow Spear, alright? To see what it actually can do.
It's too powerful.
Alright? Apparently it's too powerful, alright? The Monkey D. King. Do you think Kaido and Big Mom are the biggest frauds in manga and anime of all time? This guy's salty.
Frauds. I think Naruto was a big
What?
fraud.
What do people mean by frauds? That's my question. Because they are emperors and they are very powerful. So,
I don't know. It's just a thing.
it's not like it's like King from One Punch Man.
I think
where they're actual frauds.
I think when these high level characters are built up to be, you know, unbeatable, unbreakable, unkillable, super powerful, that when they don't, you know,
When they
one
get
shot
hit,
a character, people are like, oh, they're trash.
Well, they're not actual frauds like fraud characters like Buggy and, you know, Mr. Satan from Dragon Ball and King from One Punch Man.
Yeah.
They're not that archetype, so they're not actually frauds.
Yeah.
So, like, I'm going to say no to that question. Alright. Moving on. From Dev. Seeing as Oda was hiding the more insignificant features of the raid suit, do you think... What do you think was modified visually? No tech. So the show has apparently modified this raid suit. Can't really see the modifications.
Not sure if they actually did.
Well, I think we'll definitely see it though. Because the modifications had to have taken place after the fight with Page 1, so we'll probably see it.
Frankie said he would do it.
Yeah,
for sure.
So
yeah. We'll probably see it whenever his fight comes in, whether it's King or if it's not King. Whenever his fight comes in, we'll see the modifications then.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
From Patrick Slime, do you think it makes sense for Hawkins to join Law after this? Sure. I mean, join his crew?
Yeah.
I don't know about that. I don't know about Hawkins joining Law's crew.
Gives Law some hope.
Does give Law some hope, alright?
Because his crew's not great.
His crew is really bad, alright?
Hey, come on, man. Shachi, bro.
Shachi,
Beppo,
Penguin.
man.
Sulong Beppo.
Sulong Beppo, maybe.
Yeah, Sulong Beppo, dude.
They're still on the submarine. Are they going to turn up? They're so weak. They don't even get to be on Onigashima.
They don't even get to be in Dressrosa.
That's crazy. Alright? Law knew.
Law's like, I'm on a suicide mission.
Alright? Yeah, basically. So, Law's crew needs a lot of work, alright? I don't know about Hawkins joining it, but there you go.
Mm.
From Philly T. On a scale of 1 to 10, how unbearable is King of Lighting going to be for the next 2 weeks with his Sanji versus King agenda?
No, he's alright. He knows.
He knows.
He puts it up front.
Yeah.
And he memes around, but he's a reasonable man.
Yeah.
He's not crazy.
So we're going to say 5 on that one. 5 out of 10. Alright? Because he knows. He knows. Alright? He's realistic. Alright. From 1000 Sunny. Do you think that Big Mom is down after that attack? No.
No.
Absolutely
It's a
not.
silly question.
I legitimately think it's only a skid mark. I don't even think it's a...
It won't even be there next week. It's just for the visual gag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like cartoon, Christian, Looney Tunes.
It is Looney Tunes. Alright. A lot of things that happen to Big Mom are Looney Tunes. So
Yeah, that's a good point.
yeah. From Japanese Gym. Is Carrot a lot stronger than the average mink? With what we've seen on the gifters, they should be getting washed and hung out to dry by the Sulong army. Otherwise, the power scaling is rather inconsistent. No. We haven't really seen him do anything, so I don't know where this is coming from.
Well, she's a young mink trained by Pedro the Sicilian.
So the Musketeers should be stronger than Carrot.
Yeah, the Guardians and the Knights should be stronger than Carrot, theoretically.
Yeah.
So
maybe stronger than her before something happens in this arc that would probably propel her.
Of course, but
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah.
But we haven't seen him do anything, and Jack's there, and the numbers there, which is the numbers are question marks. How strong are the numbers?
They're just big guys.
Big guys.
Speaking of the numbers, what do you guys think's gonna happen with Nangi that was introduced in this chapter?
I just think the numbers are just there. They're like not really.
They're like the giants in the
Probably
rainforest.
just devices to showcase power. Like somebody one shots the number, like okay, they're strong, something like that.
Yeah, basically. They're just there to hype other people.
Yeah, it's like when Whitebeard just threw Jack the giant around.
Or John Giant.
John
yeah.
Giant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's a good point.
From Vegito Black. What is your opinion on Mr. Prince moment after the time skip? It's been a recurring theme that Sanji only managed to save someone at the most critical point. You know, Virgo, Doflamingo King.
Classic Sanji.
It's classic Sanji.
Yeah.
Right?
It's to me, it's Sanji best.
But then
Mr.
he gets
Prince, man.
completely destroyed after he saved someone. Doflamingo destroyed him. Virgo, it was more even, but, you know, we know what happened there, right? And King seemingly got a good attack.
Apparently, he's gonna split him in half.
Apparently.
I doubt it's gonna happen, but
No, but, you know, we'll see what happens.
And even in the Doflamingo situation, like even though he did lose that for sure, like he managed to get everybody else's safety, and then proceeded to want to challenge Big Mom afterwards. So he still got his W.
I guess.
Sanji puts in his work. All right.
He tries.
For sure.
You can't say he doesn't try.
Yeah.
Right? He tries. For Beyond 13, would you agree that reading comprehension plays a critical role in effectively drawing conclusions from stories portrayed? Yes.
Reading comprehension is important, but I will say
You need to be good at reading. You need to.
reading comprehension obviously is important, but
Yeah, what?
the most
What's the most?
the most egregious thing in the community, Christian,
Yeah.
that I think goes under the radar, is artistic comprehension
Okay.
and manga/comic comprehension,
Okay.
which we talk about.
Sure.
You know, panel progression, what that means, what that symbolizes, the drawings, the expressions.
See, here's the real thing. Most people read it and they know what's going on. They just twist it in their minds to fit their agenda.
Yeah.
All right. So they
agenda-
know what's
the-
going on.
The agendas get in the
Right?
way.
The agenda's getting in the way, but they know what's going on. All right.
But yeah.
All right. Again, this story is for like 12-year-old children, so I don't know how
Complex.
highbrow, complex.
Most of the arguments are about what's going to happen next and power scaling. It's
Yeah.
not. There's no debate on like
Story stuff.
the meaning of Alabasta or whatever.
Yeah. All right.
Mm-hmm.
From Le Gaming Agency, do you think Zoro and Sanji team up could defeat King? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Still a hard fight, but it can be done.
Yeah.
I expect them. I back in Zoro and Sanji as King. That's a
Yeah.
tag team.
From Waffle D, is Queen going to do something? Should do something, I guess. Like, did King
What
this
if
week
what if he comes in with the Breco bomb off the top deck?
and hits Big Mom again?
Sure.
On accident.
I'll take it.
Hits Luffy, maybe.
It's
Ends
Luffy with it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
True.
I
I feel like Luffy would dodge it though with current observation. Like,
yeah. His head gets stuck in the ground like a Looney Tunes, and it's
yeah.
Or by some comical fashion, Big Mom gets hit instead or something.
yeah. Falls
Yeah.
on a banana peel and falls into it.
Yeah.
You know.
Yep.
So-
Definitely see it.
Yeah, I guess it was King's turn this week. I guess it'll be Queen's turn next week. The next chapter, but yeah.
He's not the fastest man alive, so
I mean,
he's gonna have to
we'll
move.
See. We'll see. All right.
yeah.
From Michael, am I the only one who thinks Oda is setting up for the Straw Hats versus Big Mom All Style? We didn't know. We did mention it, right?
Yes, all style fight against Big Mom. It's
Which
not
would be so awesome.
It's
It's
not
not
it's
perfect.
not enough to get rid of her to knock her out to defeat her, but
There's problems.
Maybe
right?
it is,
There's
who
problems.
knows?
There's problems. All right, but it could be cool.
you also need Zoro there.
And Sanji. You need the whole crew.
Zoro and Sanji
No,
kind of
yeah, no
occupied.
question.
Yeah.
You need
Yeah,
the whole
you're gonna need
goddamn
them all
crew,
for that one.
Plus Frankie Shogun. You need everything, right?
Yeah.
You need everything.
Yeah.
For there to be a slight chance. Alright? Alright. From Mingo Mango. Is Oda going to show Sanji versus King? If it happens at all, you know? If Sanji versus King happens, he'll show it. I mean,
No, for sure.
yeah.
Yeah.
From Chris.
If it does actually end up happening, he's gonna show it on the pages of the
Yeah.
manga.
I mean,
There's
come
no-
on.
Yeah.
Come on. You can't do that to us. Can't do it to us.
Yep.
Right. From Chris D. What are the odds that the Mink Sulong fight gets off screened? Other than
No
Inuyasha and Neko Ibushi. If it's to defeat Jack, it's not going to get off screened, but if it's just a
Yeah.
stall, it will get off screened. You
Yeah,
get a little
good
bit of
point.
panels here or
I agree with
there.
that.
You know,
Yep.
Yeah, you'll see Neko Inu in full flight.
but you'll see some of the other Minks fight fodder and things like that, little panel here or there.
Yeah.
But
I definitely expect to have like a panel with Shishilian saying, this is revenge for what you did to my people back on Zoe. Most certainly expect panels like that in the fight against Jack.
And his second question: if you could replace Marco to help Luffy for this fight, would you do it with either Zabo or Katakuri instead of Marco?
Oof.
Zabo.
You're gonna go with Zabo because he's
Zabo.
stronger, you know, and he's got a connection.
Zabo has the potential to be absolutely broken every way.
I mean, he was fighting Fujitora and Dressrosa, and he just got the fruit.
Yeah.
So you know, Zabo is a good asset.
It potentially has Ryo already. So.
But he doesn't have the healing capabilities of Marco.
That's true.
And that's going to be huge in this arc.
But King Recon, you forget about the Monkey D brother Infinite Will power up.
Exactly.
Oh, for sure. How could I forget, man?
Exactly.
That they never stand down.
That's right.
So
Yep.
All right.
That goes stronger than any fruit and any hockey right there.
couldn't do much against Arcano though.
All right.
That's true.
P.S. Sorry for the late question. Can you follow what is going on in the latest Joe Jolien fight? I feel like I can't even understand what is moving or how it's moving. What do you guys feel about the last fight and the revelation that implies for Josuke's powers?
You gonna go vague on this? You're not gonna spoil it. Go vague, I guess.
I don't want to spoil anybody because it was a pretty big reveal.
Pretty big reveal.
Does the reveal make sense? Was it
yes.
hinted at?
Yes.
Is it all clear? Is it all good?
Yes. Yep.
Is the fight confusing? This man seems to be confused as to what's
mean,
going on.
I think Iraqi fights just in general, it requires I like the anime definitely made me appreciate a lot of those fights more. But I feel like ever since Steel Ball, he's been really good at showcasing his fights to the fullest extent. But specifically this past fight, I can definitely see how someone would be confused because it is a really confusing ability.
It's an abstract kind of creature thing that it like morphs.
Is it a Rocky strange idea situation?
It's a strange idea.
Okay.
He's like fighting a like construction crane bug. It's weird.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
It's strange.
Yeah, it's very very strange.
Like morph
but
and
it's
shit,
working.
but it's working.
Yeah.
But it's hype, right?
Yeah. With incredible art.
Georgian close to finishing.
Maybe.
Right? It's close, all right?
It is very close.
Maybe by the end of next year it'll be over. Maybe. We're on hiatus this month. Right?
Yeah, I'm about to say if Iraqi stays consistent, I'd definitely probably finish it. But if he continues to take breaks, I probably won't finish it.
He's probably designing like another Gucci line or something, you know?
Yeah.
That's what he's doing.
He's probably doing something like that, but yeah. Part 9 coming to a close, or Part 8 coming to a close. Will Part 9 happen?
I feel like JoJo really blew up when Part 5 came out in the anime. Seems like people are jumping on board.
Yeah, well, that's all the reactors and things like that. But...
Sure, but in the new age, Christian, I think Part 3 was a little bit too early for this anime age.
But even Part 3 brought in a lot of fans. I remember that like Jotaro and Dio were like the face of anime that year.
Of course. Like, they've always been the face of anime. They've always been the face.
Yeah,
right?
good point.
They've always been the face.
Yeah.
They're everything, alright? Alright, enough about JoJo, alright? Everyone's getting excited about JoJo. Right?
Apparently a hype chapter this week.
Apparently a hype chapter this week. It was hype, alright? Chapter 99, Chapter 100, great chapters, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Moving on. To Crusoe, what the hell are Usopp and Chopper doing?
They'll be there
They're
at
on
some
their way.
point, yeah.
They're running in. Alright, they'll turn
They got to
up.
fuse this with Frankie to create the Shogun.
Yeah.
Yep. Either that or they're just going to go in against, like we were talking about earlier, against some numbers.
Yeah.
I think that would be some really fun little moments to have with Usopp and Chopper before the actual big battles start happening.
Alright. Next chapter for Blaze Wrath. Do you think the Mink army winning against Jack and his current fighters, considering his durability and the length of the time for school, is still on form?
I can most certainly see the Mink army winning against,
I mean, we've got a lot of strong people here. Sulong form is a massive buff.
Will Jack stay down for the 12 hours that it'll take to take out Kaido?
That's
It's a question.
It's always a question when characters
because Ulti just got straight back up.
I guess it has to be a really big takedown. I guess I don't know how this works, but
do we want to see the Mink army take out Jack though, or would we prefer someone else do it in a solo fight?
Someone's gonna. I think they'll do most of the work, and someone will come in there and get the final hit, and it'll be a big Mink thing. But
man, that's a good question. I don't like, aside from Neko and Inu, I'm not sure who I would really want to land that final blow on Jack.
Yeah, you just refer back to the Straw Hats and the XP equation. You know, Jinbei, Sanji, Zoro. You know,
Yeah.
maybe even Luffy just does that Rio on Jack to finish him off.
Yeah, just pawns him. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe. All right. From Blazed Wrath. No, I just read that question. From Zarkon. What was Oda thinking when he made Shinobu? She's either fucking up stealth missions, blaming Law for no reason, or leaving Diamond character Big Mom. Why was she even made?
A little bit of confliction.
This bedhead doesn't like Shinobu. Kind of a gag character.
Well, that whole blaming Law thing was to set up who the traitor is, kind of throwing you off.
Yes.
Yeah.
Shinobu just kind of like slapped into that flashback at the end.
Yeah,
Just like
I'm here.
here now.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, she's alright. Her power will come into play at some point.
Yeah.
Agreed.
She could have just rotted the crucifix away if she wanted to. I don't know, or the chains.
That's also true. Why did she do that? Anyway, you know.
I guess she wanted to lockpick it. Anyway, send another $2 from the man. Send E299. Araki by the end will have made 2 SBR level parts.
That's a definite possibility depending on how JoJolion ends.
Depending on the ending of JoJolion, because it could be.
Do we
insanity.
think part 9 will be his final?
Yeah, part 9 will be his final part. If he does.
For sure. If he does do it, I think that'll be it.
Yeah.
For sure.
He'll be like, what, 60 by the time that finishes? Part 9?
Yeah.
Who knows?
I mean, he'll go forever. He's an immortal being. Right?
Okay.
That's true. He has that mask somewhere in his house.
So, yeah, Part 8 has to end for me to really... Because Part 8 is all about mysteries and reveals, big mysteries.
You expect him to be good because it's Araki, of course.
Sure.
You expect him to be
good. We're ramping up to something great.
Yeah.
I'll just say that. Right, we're ramping up, right? Next question. All right, from... who's this from? From Questions Marksoft. Is the bike to the face the dead end return and payoff for Big Mom amnesia plot? Please no, I don't want it to be. I don't want it to come back. Please stop. Please don't do it. Alright, that's all I'm gonna say there.
Okay.
I hope not. We don't want to see it. Alright. Next question from Jordan Lee. Was listening to an old Red Force podcast in the car. I realized just how consistent you guys are. Every week, without fail, I know there'll be an RFP podcast. What drives you to be so consistent in the show? Week after week, month after month. We have not missed 1 week.
Never.
Of the show.
And we never will, Christian.
139 episodes, 140 episodes, chapter 0, episode 0.
Episode 0, how can we forget?
140 weeks in a row.
And Christian soon will, end of this year, at third anniversary. The last week of the year / the first week of next year.
Okay.
Always the third anniversary. Bonanza.
Alright.
The guests. King Recon, of course, will be there.
It's all coming. It's all coming.
Everyone will be there.
I can't wait. It's gonna be exciting.
So.
No, yeah, but definitely, dude. Yeah, you guys, the consistency, man. Y'all are incredible.
That's what requires a podcast to be successful.
I'm surprised that people are listening to old episodes because they're so weekly.
But we've got topic of the show. We've got other things.
Okay.
You can listen to it. It's kind of...
Maybe the arc reviews as well.
Yeah, the arc reviews you can go back.
Longer car trip for Dressrosa.
4 hour Dressrosa car trip. Road trip.
Yeah.
You can listen to that.
Sure.
All right. Thank you. We appreciate the feedback,
words.
the kind words. We appreciate it. All right. Moving on. For Fazzle. Do you guys think Conjuro is dead? And if he is dead, why did Oda off-screen it? Yeah, I think Kojiro is dead.
I don't think so.
Do you think Kojiro is dead?
Will there be a Kojiro Orochi team up at some point to do some bullshit? Is that possible? Kojiro, the ultimate loyalist to the man, Orochi.
Yeah. At this point, I'm leaning more towards if Conjuro's dead, then he's dead, right? But if he's not dead, I honestly believe that we'll probably see him back on the side of the scabbards. I think that we'll probably get a situation where we'll see like how Odin really affected him back whenever he died, and his entire legacy, and how it affected Kanjuro as an individual. And just how the entire story, and maybe even how Luffy did it, or how the rest of the Nine Scabbards did it. I don't know if a Nine Scabbard would have to die in order for Kanjuro to really join back, but I think at this point, if he's not dead, then he's probably gonna end up either dying as a scabbard, like back on our side, or just joining back with them again. Especially with the way that last time we saw them ended with Kinemon putting the stride on his head as a sign of respect.
Now, the Nine Scabbard prophecy, Christian.
Sure.
Luffy fills that role, right?
Sure, just Shinobu and Izo, they fill the gaps. But my problem with this is that if they wanted Kanjuro to change sides, they should have just talked to him instead of just fighting him and killing him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of weird that, like, why would he get back off the floor? Why were the Scabbards crying so much if he wasn't dead? That he's defeated him? Like, I feel like he is dead, and that's the end of his character. It's a sad end. Ended around the same time Orochi ended, so it's a fitting thing if they're both dead.
I still think Orochi's got stuff to do.
For sure.
There's still things to do with Orochi. Again, too brutal to be real.
Yeah,
when has it ever happened in One Piece?
I
when
know,
it's not a fake out.
I know, but I feel
Kaido just grabbed that sword and cut his face off.
Yeah. And I think there has to be a reason why Oda specifically showed that he has the Orochi like 8-headed.
And there's
right?
two panels of his head in two separate chapters, letting you know he's still there.
I feel like the shock value is worth it though.
The shock value was great.
I think the shock value is worth it. It makes 100%. Kaido. It shows you how vicious Kaido is.
Yep.
I think it's worth it. All right. Now,
question.
Is there ways to devil fruit? Is there other things to talk about? Sure, but I think it's worth it for the shock value.
Maybe this is a topic for another day, but Kaido's character is interesting to me. There's a lot of assumptions going on about his mental state, how he thinks. Yep. We theorize it's respects the strong greatly, disrespects the weak very much so.
Yeah.
Has honor for the strong, doesn't care about the weak.
The samurai code.
Sure, maybe. Not a good guy, of course. We know that he's a very unscrupulous individual.
He'll do whatever it takes, alright?
So, the theoretical Rocks flashback will clear things up, flesh out the man.
Okay.
Because this brings up, because of last week with Dressrosa, Mingo constantly fleshed out throughout the arc.
Yes.
Kaido kind of just starting to come into the picture now.
Yeah,
with his character. So,
all right, from Frazel. Or did I just read that? Yes, I did. From Southbird, is this chapter setting up at least the initial matchups for this battle? Luffy versus Big Mom, Scabbards versus Kaido, Sanji Zoro versus King, and others. Scabbards defeating Kaido. I'm not buying it.
I think at the end of the day, it'll be Luffy Zoro. A Luffy Law Kid.
Luffy has to defeat Kaido. Otherwise, what is the point
I agree.
of this arc?
Yeah.
And the Scabbards will do damage.
Sure, they'll do some damage, but Luffy has to get the final hit.
Just basing what the individuals said, like for the matchups for the battle, maybe they're just talking about the current matchups, like not the final matchups. So, like,
he did
just the current.
Yeah, I guess.
Like the current
Scabbards could lose.
Because the Scabbards are going to be fighting Kaido. And of course, not forever, but they're definitely going to be fighting Kaido.
And remember, there will be a second wind where the Big Mom children turn up.
Yeah.
Yes.
On the battlefield, so that more people come into the fight.
The third party.
That throws a spanner in the works.
The third party, yeah.
It's still a long way to go.
Yeah. All right. Next question from Rhaegar. What level of Impel Down do you send Big Mom pirates get sent to? If they're over 100 million, they go to level 6. Isn't
level
that the rule?
6, yeah.
That's the rule.
All of them have to go to 6.
All of them have to go to 6.
Yeah.
Even Bobbins goes to level 6.
Yeah, Bobbins goes to 6, I guess.
Bobbins.
Everyone goes to level 6. Gets filled up pretty quickly.
That puts Blackbeard's like kind of crew into context a little bit when he got Bobbins at
level 6. Yeah, I guess. But he did make him fight to the death.
But he didn't pick
No, he made a fight to the death.
Yeah,
so,
but he didn't pick Bullet. Too
risky,
much, too
risky.
powerful.
Okay.
Did you see Stampede Recon?
Oh, the theater experience is probably the greatest theater experience I've ever had.
It is
It
really
was so amazing.
It's a great theater experience, but Blackbeard did not want to take Bullet. Too much of a loose cannon for Blackbeard, which is crazy. How? Okay.
Blackbeard's a loose cannon.
Alright.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
Bullet, too much of a loose cannon for Blackbeard, which is crazy. All right.
Yep.
Absolute insanity. All right. Now, from Dart.
Now, of course, Christian writes the documents. He does all that stuff.
Stream issues.
A little bit of a stream jump. I don't know if it would happen on that end. Yes.
Okay, we're back. All right.
Whatever. Yes, we appreciate the
kind words. Not really a question though.
A lot of kind words this week, Christian.
Well, we appreciate after the Dressrosa recap. We appreciate it. All right, we do. Because that was paid. All right, I'm not gonna lie, that was paid. 4 hours. Next question, last question from Felipe. Do you guys think that the whole Big Mom is getting a disrespected thing is a misconception, or do you think that it's a fair statement? I personally think that One Piece is the kind of story that puts characters in a certain situation. To me, it puts the charm into One Piece that Oda does. I would like to see it.
I think it's fair.
It's fair, but that's like... I feel like Big Mom was made to be a Looney Tunes character.
It's kind of like... I feel like
big, she's big, she's got a goofy design, she falls over, she gets hit in the face.
Let's look at Blackbeard. Look at Blackbeard in the Ace fight. Silly, writhing in pain. Even when he fights Whitebeard, kind of pathetic in his own, like, when he gets hit by Whitebeard. There's this... It's just... People sometimes forget, like...
But this is like Looney Tunes goofy disrespect.
You can't have the same character all the time.
Yeah.
There can't be two of the same character
You can't have two Kaidos.
But again, it's getting a little bit silly with Big Mom. She needs a W.
Yeah.
She needs to be a little bit more intimidating again.
Yeah.
Maybe we can see that at some point.
Yeah, she kind of lost her intimidation.
There's always a balance involved with every situation.
All right, and that's the show.
There we go.
Right? That's the show. We appreciate King Recon coming in.
Always a pleasure, of course.
Nah, it's always a pleasure, man. Thank you for having me. It was a blast, dude. Just being able to talk about One Piece again with y'all, and it was a lot of fun, man. So thank you for the opportunity.
Subscribe to the show.
Subscribe to Recon.
Subscribe to King Recon. Doing One Piece, doing Kingdom, doing Gintama when things turn up.
Yeah.
For Gintama.
Yep.
I guess Hunter returns.
One day when Togashi decides to return, but definitely do
JoJo always.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Yeah, I don't think you do. You don't do JoJo videos, do you?
I do JoJo. Just I don't cover JoJolion, but like when the anime comes around, I cover it for sure.
Yeah. All right. How can we forget? All right. How can we forget? Did I press it?
King Crimson.
All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for hanging out.
What are we doing next week?
What are we doing next week?
Show? What do you think? Are we doing Zo? We're gonna take 20 chapters, Christian.
Call-in show.
Call-in show.
Call-in show. And then we'll do Zo.
Okay.
No, and then we'll do the Ace Novel Part 2.
Ace Novel Part 2.
Coming out September.
That comes out soon.
Coming out
September.
September.
Can't wait for that.
So
yes.
Ace Novel Part 2.
It's gonna be awesome.
This is where all the spicy Emperor news comes from.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
So get hyped for Ace Novel Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
Right. All right.
That's gonna be fun.
Shanks is the God King. Good night.
Stay gold.
Have an awesome one.